Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to it. It's Monday and we're going to make you get anticipated for so much right now. We spoke about the cricket, but now let's get creative.
Yes.
And I'm talking Loeries Creative Week, and it's one of the most anticipated events in the creative industry calendar. And this year marks the third time this prestigious event returns to Cape Town. I'm still feeling the hype from last year already, but let's get going. We're joined by someone very special. It's Pritesh Shiraj, the CEO of the Loeries, and he's going to talk about how the event continues to spotlight the best creative talent across Africa and the Middle East. Now, we're absolutely excited because there's some new categories, international jury presidents, and initiatives supporting emerging creatives. And he's also joined by Naledi Manama. So I want to thank both of you for being here. This is absolutely incredible. The reason why I think Naledi's here, not only just for the creativity, but can we talk about the elephant in the room right now? Are we
The
gonna do that?
nails.
What?
Look at this.
Naledi, I'm so sorry. You're a beautiful girl, but my eyes immediately went down. It was one of those, my face is up here, Carissa. I was like, no. My eyes are down there.
Yes, my face is up here.
Welcome, guys, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here. What an exciting time in Cape Town and also in the creative industry to really explore what we have to offer. And you know what? I really want to get into the mother city, the third time that the Loeries are actually taking place here. And I wonder from the both of you, what makes Cape Town the most perfect place for this event to actually occur here?
Yeah, I think, one of the key things I have to tell you, it's a beautiful city and the management team are fantastic in their support of the Loeries itself. But the other beautiful thing about it is, we cover the whole of Africa, Middle East. And if you look at the whole of Africa, Middle East, and you look at what are the iconic cities in the Africa, Middle East region, you think of Dubai as a great place to go shopping. And the other place you think about is Cape Town. These are the only two big major cities in the region itself. And then on top of that, you throw in the fact that Cape Town is a UNESCO World City of Design. And you've got all of this beautiful design. You've got like Naledi's nails, which make it into the city itself. So this is why this is such a perfect place to come. It's like design and creativity is just such a heart. It's just part of the heart of the city.
And look, location's perfect. I think no one's going to argue with that. But it seems like I feel as though you got the theme for this year perfect as well. We're talking about this is tough, so are you. And I can think of a lot of reasons why this is going to be something that resonates with so many creatives this year, especially. But how do you think that this reflects the challenges and let's call it the resilience of this creative industry we're talking about?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, the creative industry has to continuously be working at a breakneck pace, as you both know, in terms of the changes that happen so quickly at the spur of the moment. But the other challenge that happens is that, as the economics of things change and as you need to produce ads, and you have this large responsibility on you, is that the ad industry really does support a lot. It supports, institutions like this, where essentially, a lot of advertising ensures that they exist. It supports responsible journalism, as an example itself. So for a lot of people in the industry, they're very aware of the weight that they have on their shoulders, and still they need to work at like crazy paces and stuff. And that's what we're doing. We're celebrating this resilience of the people in the brand communications industry.
Somehow they still just show up.
Come on now. I mean, speaking about Naledi, you are in the industry itself and award-winning at that. So maybe let's just shine a light on that quote in and of itself. And what does that mean to you in terms of your resilience in the space?
I think, in light of, us being here at the Loeries, the resilience that comes with showing up at an event like the Loeries, requires resilience. It requires going over and above, whatever else is out there and showing up creatively and being creatively excellent. Institutions like the Loeries definitely help highlight the best in our industry and what our industry has to offer. So, yeah.
Sure.
And I think with that being said, it must be quite a paradigm shift for you, maybe, or maybe not. Seeing that you are creative, you are this incredible sort of design-focused mind, but now you've been put up on the pedestal as a judge. This is now like the stamp of approval, like you're accredited, you are legit, you've entered a new era. How does that mean for you personally? I mean, is it that stamp of approval for you, or it doesn't matter, I'm just focused on my passion, on my craft.
Yeah.
This is just another stepping stone. What does that perspective give to you?
I think, being brought forward as a judge, again, as you're saying, it's such a formidable experience. It's an honor, right? You kind of are selected amongst your peers as someone who, we can trust with understanding what a great idea is and being able to identify what excellence looks like, what it sounds like, how it appears in the world. And so I think it sets a certain standard. You help set the standard for, the industry, and you help push it forward, which is amazing, to be in those rooms and being able to, have that opportunity to do that.
The way you said it actually sounds like an honor, being able to usher in and give that stamp of approval for excellence. That's your role. That's quite an honor. The way you said, I get it.
I get it, and I can't
is.
wait to see how it all plays out. I mean, Pritesh, when I think about opportunities, to your point, Naledi, about the global sphere, I mean, you say Africa, the Middle East. I wonder what this means to even local creatives to be connected to the global sphere in this way. I mean, how does Loeries tap into that?
Yeah, I mean, one, I got to tell you, it's like the networking opportunities during Loeries Creative Week. We're bringing in judges from more than 20 countries around the world.
Wow.
So they're all coming here to the city of Cape Town to sit and look at this work. And I don't envy Naledi and the rest of the team, because there's a huge responsibility they have on the shoulders, because essentially this global impact and the regional impact is that first and foremost, you do the judging, but it's going to impact the lives of more than 1 billion people across this region. That's the responsibility that they all have on their shoulders.
No pressure at all.
No pressure. It's very easy, just 1 billion people's lives that you're going to impact, because people are going to look at these results and go, this is the kind of standard we need to maintain. But also, as into larger global spaces as well, there are people around the world looking at what comes out of Loeries and goes, what is the zeitgeist in this region? What is happening in Africa and the Middle East? How can we impact the consumers in this? So, yeah, these results are more than just, a warm and fuzzy feeling of patting yourself in the back. It's really making a difference in people's lives.
Absolutely. I hope we can make a difference. And we're going to carry on doing that with our next conversation, because I want to find out more about what to expect when it comes to Loeries and everything else. But for you, Mzansi, the 7th to the 11th, you can get your tickets online. You can head over to their Facebook page or their website. And let me tell you, after this conversation and the next one, you're definitely going to want to book them for not only yourself, but I think the entire family.
Come on.
We'll carry on with this in just a bit. I think it's time to fill up those bellies, get it appetizer, and then we can carry on with some good conversation after that.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, you are back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending your Monday morning with us. My goodness, we have cooked. We've also trained along with Ryle, and we're going to continue right now the conversation of the Loeries Creative Week as it kickstarts very soon. In fact, today, we're excited to speak with somebody very exciting that you saw her a little bit earlier. Naledi Manama, an award-winning art director celebrated for her innovative contributions to advertising, also recognized as one of the top 5 art directors in Africa and the Middle East by the Loeries Awards. Naledi's creative journey exemplifies her dedication to excellence and also her passion for nurturing emerging talent within the industry. And as a judge for this year's Loeries, she plays a pivotal role, as you've heard, in shaping the future of advertising in our region. And of course, we also joined once again by the CEO of the Loeries. Pritesh is still with us, and I can't wait to continue the conversation. Guys, thanks for still being here.
Oh, Naledi, wow. The weight of the world on your shoulders, if you listen to that. It's incredible, though. I got to say, that's the reason why I got changed. I thought, I need to put on something a little bit different for this occasion. Realizing the gravitas of this whole, obviously you being named as a top 5 intercontinental. That's a huge honor. But with that being said, I want to know from you, with someone with such a great keen eye, with such a perfect vantage point when it comes to analyzing and really divulging in the creativity, what as a judge are you looking forward to seeing the most for this one?
Sure, I'm looking forward to seeing the work across all the regions. I think, shows like the Loeries also takes us out of our silos, because, we're so busy trying to be excellent that, in that process of being excellent, you kind of are stuck in.
So caught up,
Yeah, you get caught up. And I think in being caught up, you get to come out here to Cape Town and experience the Loeries and, interact with the work and see what everyone else is doing. I mean, there aren't enough hours in the day to go through all the work that comes out of these regions.
And I think often as someone working on these projects, working on these designs, you're so caught up in it that you don't actually get to take account of the impact that you've actually created. So awards like these also offer an opportunity to really see the scope of what you've put into your passion, right?
Yes, absolutely. I think, again, it's a peer-driven, platform. So it's not just, an outsider coming in and going, hey, I think this is cool. It's like your peers are looking at you and going, this is really cool. I really like this work. And, there isn't really a better feeling when, people who understand what it takes, going, this is amazing.
Yeah, who better
So,
to acknowledge you than that?
Exactly. I mean, that I would receive over anything else, really. I mean, Pritesh, speaking of, can we get into some of these categories? If there's one thing about the Loeries, I mean, you guys stay fresh, you stay on top of things, and you've introduced some new categories like the B2B creativity, which I think is so exciting, and also expanded media innovation subcategories. So what do these entail? I mean, can you expand it a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, okay. So as we're sitting at home and we just, as ordinary consumers, you don't realize that brands are evolving the ways that they're trying to speak to us. And so as the Loeries, we're always looking out and saying, what are some of the ways that all of these brands are trying to chat to us? So B2B creativity are one of those, which is being more creative as businesses are speaking to businesses. Then we're also looking at media innovation. So when you look at space and you've got that billboard that suddenly has a little bit more digital and a little bit more innovation in it, we cover all of that. But we also go into things like artificial intelligence right now and the way artificial intelligence has been used into things. And
like that.
so essentially what we do is we always try and stay fresh and relevant, and we go like, if there's new and innovative ways that we can be spoken to as human beings with all the technology and all of the different changes, the Loeries will cover it.
Sure.
I love that. I'm someone that I think I'm passionate about the space. I've dived into it more recently than I have before, and I'm regretting not being involved in it any sooner. But I'm realizing that there's so many more people that share the same sentiment, that are absolutely intrigued, inspired by seeing creativity and design. And I think an awards like this might offer that. I want to ask you for, let's say, the average consumer at home, or Mzansi watching right now that is not in design but is maybe inspired by it or wants to learn a bit more. Is this the right place for them to maybe also come and show up to meet these people, to be inspired? Would this be the occasion for it? I'm thinking they need more reason to buy these tickets, if not already.
Well, I'll give everyone a little sneak secret over here as well. Not all of the tickets are paid for tickets. Some are free. So if you go to loeries.com,
wow.
yeah, you can get to some of the masterclasses. I mean, we have an amazing masterclass that's being done on real beauty and AI. That's for free. There's an amazing masterclass that's being done about the work we do with the United Nations and the Unstereotype Alliance in terms of breaking down stereotypes that we actually get for free. You just have to go to loeries.com. And then from the 9th to the 11th of October, the Homecoming Center down in District 6 is open to the entire public. So you can come in and network and see some of the stalls and stands and all of this. And again, for free. So even if you're going like, I just want to dabble in, let me try and understand what's happening, you can do it without even spending a cent.
Oh, I
Say
love
no more.
that.
I'm going to loeries.com right now, signing up.
Yes, perked up when you said that. I love it. The 7th to the 11th of October kickstarts today, and it happens all this week. So please, Cape Town, Mother City, stand up, get involved, and make sure that if not the free, the mahala things that you want to go to, you definitely will just invest in your craft and the future of your work as a creative. Thank you guys so much for being
so
here.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.